Victor Rello Jr. and I'm here with Tony Verdoni, the professor, as always, sitting at our favorite table, ready to review some wines for you. Today we have two wines. We're going to do them in separate segments. We have Pieropan Soave from the Veneto, and we have Yerman Chardonnay from Venezia Giulia, a Friuli product. And they're great white wines from Italy, and we thought we would review these because we're coming into the summer months, and it would be really nice to have two summer wines in your cellar or your refrigerator that you could go to and have some go-to wines. And we really like these two wines, and we're going to start with that Pieropan Soave.
Yeah, well, first of all, Soave is making a big comeback. It used to be extremely popular, and then it got so popular that the quantity sort of outweighed the quality. We had a lot of inexpensive Soave. It was always a good wine, always a very, very good wine. They're a nucleus of a couple of really great producers like Gini, Inama, and at the top of the hill, literally as well as figuratively, we have Pieropan. And Pieropan doesn't sound Italian. This is northeastern Italy. It's a section where people's names end in consonants rather than vowels very often. And Pieropan is sort of the premier producer of Soave. They're noted for single vineyard Soaves.
Absolutely.
The Calvarino might cost you $50, $60 in the store. But they decided a few years ago to make regular Soave, to declassify it from Classico Superiore to just Soave Classico. And they used a screw cap.
Right.
Instead of a cork, and I like the screw cap better, and the wine is just sensational.
Yeah, I was just there when I went to Vin Italy in Verona in the first couple weeks of April, and I met with Dario, who is the winemaker, and Andrea, who is the enologist, and together they worked together, and it was a family-run business. It was mom and dad, and now it's the two brothers. Mom and dad still kind of look over their shoulder. The center of winemaking is right in Soave, right inside the walled grounds of the old city. And if you click on our website and you look at the Pieropan visit, you'll see that their vineyards are right outside the walls, and they are truly the best vineyards of all of Soave. And in this Classico region, the hilled regions in the Soave area are basically where the Classico zone, and they are, as you said, on the top of the hill. And they have two single vineyard Pieropan products, Calvarino and La Rocca. Calvarino is aged in all stainless steel, as is this, and the La Rocca sees a year of large oak, which was kind of, Dario and Andrea said, when their father started to oak Soave, he was like a renegade. They were like, what is this guy doing? And I think in 2001, the La Rocca was the white wine of all of Italy by Gambero Rosso.
Yeah, well, it's one of the top wines every year. The wines are just sensational. The Pieropan family traditionally were doctors. So when I drink their wines, the minerality of it, I almost feel like I'm taking some medicine that's good for me.
Right.
You know, the basic grape variety in here is Garganiga, and it's typical of an Italian grape variety. If you were to go 50 miles out of the area, you wouldn't find any Garganiga. But in that area, the town of Gambellara or Soave, it's a very, very good grape variety, very Riesling-like. They use a little bit of Trebbiano di Soave, which is a special clone of Trebbiano. And this is beautiful. It's all cold-fermented stainless steel. It's flinty, it's light. It has wonderful varietal character to it.
Right. And, you know, we're going to sell this wine for $13.95 a bottle, and if you buy 12 bottles, we'll give 5% off on the case. For that price, the complexity of this wine, great minerality, really nice fruit. I think like a nice piece of poultry with some, you know, just lightly sauteed vegetables, or even to start a day, like to start with a little cheese. I think for summertime you couldn't put a better wine in the refrigerator than the Pieropan Soave.
Instead of a coffee break at 10 o'clock, have some Pieropan Soave. It's very, very wonderful, right kind of wine. Makes you feel really good. Good food wine, very versatile.
I'm the only guy, I think, that could have wine at 10 o'clock and not get fired from their job, because this is our job. It's part of our work. So whether it's 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night, we're allowed to drink wine because We're the so-called wine
We
tasters.
can't promise productivity will increase if you do that, but it's really refreshing and very good. Good for lunch. It's good for lunch.
I'm going to call the kitchen. I'm going to tell chef to make us a little chicken so we can taste this with food, because Italian wines go great with food. Culturally, historically, Italian wines and food go together, so we'll have a little food and we'll taste this wine with some food, and I think it's going to even be better.
I'm game.
We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. We cooked a little grilled chicken. This is really simple. Some escarole and a little olive oil, and we're gonna taste a bite of food with a little of the Pieropan Soave, DOCG usually, but they decided to put a screw-off top instead of a cork because they thought it was better for the wine, and they declassified it, made it DOC. So this is a DOCG Soave that's been declassified because it has a screw cap. Okay? Very unique, very different, up and coming, but also the Yerman is a screw cap too, so there must be something going on with those screw caps.
I love screw caps. I love synthetic closures, the problems that you have with natural cork. I was in a restaurant Saturday, had to send 2 bottles back because of corkiness.
1 out of 10 bottles, right?
What a shame.
1 out of 10 bottles, cork. So let's taste a little bit of this escarole and a little bit of grilled chicken here. Real simple, and I think it's going to make that wine come alive.
Yeah, the brightness and the minerality really hits the slight bitterness in the escarole. It's just a perfect foil to it.
And that acidity too, right?
Good acidity.
And it works good with the escarole and the chicken, a little olive oil.
Yeah, the fattiness of the chicken, although it's very lean, still it's a meat. The acidity really cuts into it. It's just beautiful.
Okay, so here's our deal. The Pieropan Soave. It's $13.95 a bottle. If you buy 12 or more, you get 5% off. We have to add shipping and handling onto that, of course, unless you pick it up at Basil Teas. We'll have it ready for you. There's no shipping or handling if you pick it up at Basil Teas. Pieropan Soave, great summer wine, great with chicken, great with a little escarole. Hit our blog, hit our website, tell us what you like to cook with it, tell us what you like to eat with it, tell us what you think about it. Get out there, click on our website, 1 click sends you home. The Soave will be on its way. I love it. I think Tony does too. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Happy summer.